Are there any like specific studios or spots in Houston specifically that you like to shoot at or would maybe even recommend, but if they're like spots where you may get robbed, like not recommend, you know what I'm saying?
That's the weird thing about Houston. Is like you can be on one street and you feel totally safe, and there's all these people and there's bright lights, and then you make like one turn and you're like, oh god, like I better step it up because this doesn't look good. Um, yeah, if you go, in a minute, I think creatively it'll start pumping a lot of juices. I try to do it once a month, and I try not to go with a model. I go just to see what my brain is going to find this time, because there's some buildings that look really new, and that can be used as, the background for some really good fashion stuff. There's also some older parts. I've done a lot of engagement photos on Main Street because there's just some really antique looking bars, or a couple of strips, and there's like old light poles, so it's like, oh, that's really cool. So when you go there, it's like, well, there's all this really great stuff, and it's just like the whole street. I feel like you could shoot anything you wanted on there. Yeah, it's like my favorite place to go shoot. It really is, like, it's like a gem in Houston, and like everyone knows about it, but no one knows about it. Yeah, it's great.
I think another place that I went to yesterday with Alexei. I don't know if you know Alexei Reyes. He's an influencer here down in Houston. Yes. I'm gonna have him on at some point. Yeah. I'll bring you along. You can come if you want to help for that. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we went to some library, the old library. So I guess there's a new library, probably new, probably like the 70s, and then one from like a long time ago. You can tell. Beautiful architecture. This place is immaculate. I'm serious. And I took pictures of the windows again, like I did with the Fine Arts Museum. That reel got 14K views. I'm pretty sure my Instagram is shadow banned. And I posted a reel. Really. I'm at like 150 views. I just posted it like this morning, but really cool photos. You'll see them here. I took pictures of the windows again because I love them. And that architecture, I appreciate so much. There's so much things I like shooting besides people. Yeah, you do need both. As a creator, and just for your mind, body, and soul, I feel like it's great to once in a while shoot everything. Shoot some nature, shoot some architecture, and kind of center yourself with that and edit. Have fun editing those.
Yeah, that's 100% right. Like, because the thing is, once you start shooting people, like, consistently, I mean, you get locked into this rhythm where it's like, okay, I got this pose. Oh, and then, that's right, I like to do this one. Oh, and then come over here. We do the sun behind your head, and that'll be cool. And, like, yeah, you develop, like, a couple of shots are just a few good ones. But, go shoot a building. Like, go see what you get out of that. And, like, I promise you, you might not see it in the moment, but go actually edit those photos. Don't just take the pictures. And you'll be like, whoa, that's really cool. Oh, I bet you a model will look really dope right here. And then the next time you go shoot, you're like, oh, I got that really sweet pic shooting at this angle. Yeah, I got it. Like, yeah, it develops into something else. But also, you're right. It's like creatively, it's like, okay, this is different and this feels good. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, especially sometimes, you may feel dependent on needing a model or someone in the frame, but it does help to be like, all you need is you and your camera. At the end of the day, you can make art and view art and appreciate it yourself with no one else. And I think that's something we forget as photographers sometimes. Like, we always need somebody in the frame, or we always need to be offering something to somebody to soothe us. And we get caught up in that. And we get caught up in the pricing and scheduling and all that we forget that, okay, well, sometimes it is nice.